The time of suffering on the cross approached much nearer. However, Jesus was concerned about his disciples who would be left behind in the world. He eagerly prayed to the Father, "My prayer is not that you take them out of the world, but that you protect them from the evil one." The disciples belonged to God, not to the world which rejected God. So the world that hated him would persecute them. Thus, the Lord prayed with an earnest heart to prevent those who are forgiven from falling into evil ways and damaging their union with God. After then, the Lord prayed for the disciples to be sanctified, who had the tremendous responsibility to spread the gospel. To fulfill this responsibility, their hearts had to strive to be like God more and more by separating themselves from the world, from sin, and their enemies. If they did not change internally, they would not be able to fulfill their duty entrusted by God. God is holy, and He accomplishes His work through those whom He has sanctified. Therefore, those who are entrusted with His work should make every effort to be sanctified by rejecting their sinful nature opposed to God. Then how can we become sanctified? Can we achieve this through passionate prayer and Bible reading? If our motivation for these actions is focused on self-perfection, we are not worthy to be used by God. People can be sanctified only when God differentiates them. After God distinguishes, they will be obedient to God's word just as the Lord prayed. Sanctify them by the truth. God will also help them become worthy to bear the fruits He desires. We do not naturally know what holiness is, and we are even reluctant to be holy. Thus, we should surely receive God's revealed word and change ourselves to have a holy attitude that is worthy to be offered to God. The Lord has sacrificed Himself for us to be holy. Then how can we maintain our faith life if we continue to live in a sinful way? We must be educated, rebuked, and trained in righteousness through God's Word. The Lord saved us, but we should not be content with just salvation. We should be guided by the words that require holiness and strive to be perfect for doing all kinds of good deeds. The Lord said, "For them I sanctify myself, that they too may be truly sanctified." In the Old Testament, just as Israelites separated a lamb from the flock and made it holy, the Lord separated and sanctified Himself as an atonement for humanity. Through this, He wanted us to be sanctified as well. Therefore, just as the Lord did, let us offer our lives as a holy, living sacrifice that pleases God. Let us perfectly fulfill the Lord's great intercessor in our lives.